Hey everybody, welcome back to H&S Collectibles. This is Cody. Second tag video of the day, and I just got a little time to kill, so I thought it'd be a good time to get these out of the way. This one's going to be a little longer than the last one for sure, but it is the Dig a Little Deeper 50 Questions tag. So 50 questions about me and what I like and prefer. Beth over at Redrum Records was the first person I saw do this, and then David's Horror did it. I'll have a link to both below. Anybody who also wants to do it, feel free. But I like doing these because I think they're fun, and it's kind of a way to get to know each other and also get to know yourself sometimes. Question one: do you prefer writing with a black or blue ink pen? And I definitely prefer black. Never cared for blue really, and I'd even go red probably before black. I'm sorry, blue. So definitely black. Do you prefer to live in the country or the city? So I gotta say country. And when I live in the country, but when I say country, we got a highway right out front, but we are outside of town. It's only 2 or 3 minute drive into town, but I'm in between towns. So we're out here. I can throw a rock as hard as I can and not hit the neighbor's property. I like it that way. In fact, I wish I had even more room around me. Not that I don't like the city. The city is where I go to do everything, but I like the city in small doses. So if you could learn a new skill, what would it be? So for years, I have always said that I would like to learn how to weld. I've welded a few things. They hold together, but that's about the best I can say for it. They look awful. But welding would be something I would love to learn how to do or learn how to do better. Um, Four, do you drink your tea or coffee with sugar? So yes and no. Coffee, I just take straight. I do like flavored coffees. There's a caramel that I get. There's a butter toffee, but I don't add anything to my coffee. But tea, I like sweet tea. But if I'm drinking like hot tea, yeah, sure. Just regular unsweetened if it's hot, but that's usually just when I'm sick. And I don't care what it is really, as long as it's warm and it helps break up whatever's in my head most of the time. What was your favorite book as a child? So I know the books that I definitely collected the most is Garfield books. Remember the rectangular Garfield books from when we were a kid? Every chance I got, I would go to the bookstore and get a Garfield book. But as far as like a book, I guess I never really read too many storybooks. Books that were like novels until later. So I'm going to say Garfield. I'm going to say Shel Silverstein, his poetry books, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Those were the ones that I probably checked out of the library the most often. Um, let's see. Losing my place. Number six. Do you prefer baths or showers? Definitely showers. Like a bath on occasion, maybe, but usually it's when I'm not feeling well and I want, a room full of steam to, again, break up my head. Get a lot of sinus congestion in the fall or the spring. If you could be a mythical creature, which would you choose? So that's weird. Uh, I would choose something in the water. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to be the Kraken or anything like that, but something along the lines, maybe like I could see King Neptune, half man, half fish, that kind of thing. I like the water, so if I had to be some weird mythical creature, I guess a merman, that kind of thing. Maybe that's my answer. Um, let's see. Number eight. Do you prefer reading paper or electronic books? Definitely paper. I hate scrolling through an ebook. The screen bothers me after a while, and the batteries never die on a paperback novel. Um, So yeah. What is your favorite item of clothing? So, well, I never go anywhere without a hat, and but I gotta say sweatshirt, and I got a couple in particular Nike sweatshirts that are my favorites that I wear. Um, do you like your name? Would you ever change it? So I did not like my name growing up, for sure. I was the only Cody around. Um, but I guess I'm old enough now. I'm used to it. I guess I'm proud of it. There's more Codys than there used to be for sure, but a lot of them are a lot younger than me. It just seems like in my area, Cody was not a popular name probably until I was, in my 20s. Some of the Codys I've met, other Codys I've met in the area, are all 20 years younger than me. Um, Number 11, who is a mentor to you? Um, well, my parents, for sure. Um, but one thing I always try to tell people and remind people of, something I kind of live by, is every interaction is a chance to learn. So really, everybody is your mentor, is how I look at it. You can learn something off of everyone, even if it's the wrong way to do something. Uh, there's pretty much a teachable moment in every interaction. But definitely my parents. At work, there's one guy in particular who, I won't name any names or anything like that, but several years ago, I followed, well, say follow, I replaced him in his job as he went on to another one. And he is always such a great sounding board. I just love talking to him and running my ideas past him, and learning from him every interaction. At least professionally, he's my mentor. So we'll leave it at that. Let's see. Would you ever want to be famous, and if so, what for? I would say no. I walk down the street. I want to be left alone. Wouldn't mind having the money that goes with being famous. Um, but I guess the only way that I would ever want to be famous, because it says if so, what for, would be having some kind of an impact, doing something, changing some societal problem. I'm idealistic in that way. I think there's a lot of different ways to fix a lot of different things if people would just team together. Um, I always thought that's why I like the George Romero movies, the zombie movies so much. To me, the underlying theme in each of the Romero movies is, if the stupid humans would just work together and not fight with each other, they could probably make it out okay, and they never do. Um, Number 13, are you a restless sleeper? Depends. There does seem to be a certain time in the night. If I wake up before 3, I'm probably going to get back to sleep okay. If I wake up after 3, I'm up for the rest of the day. But most of the time, I sleep like a log. So I'd probably say no to that one overall. Do you consider yourself a romantic? I do. Do I consider myself any good at it? No. I try to do nice things for my wife. I like to give her flowers a lot of times. I like to, just surprise her with little gifts. Today's April 17th. Yesterday was her special day that I call Freaking Awesome Wife Day, and I did not buy her anything for that, so maybe I'll do that yet today and let her know that I did not forget it for long. I forgot it yesterday. But it's just a day I made up. Right after tax day, I said, after you pay your taxes, then I want something fun to think about. So I made up Freaking Awesome Wife Day. And I think the reason I forgot it is she's actually got a fairly fresh set of flowers sitting on the kitchen table. Let's see, 15. Which element best represents you? So, earth, wind, fire, water. Probably wind, I would think, because I can change on a dime. In good and bad ways, I think that I am very adaptable. I think I can figure my way through a situation or a problem. Very good. I'm very flexible in that regard, but at the same time, that makes me a little bit wishy-washy. And sometimes I don't make a decision as fast as I probably should. Who do you want to be closer to? So, I don't know. Everybody in my life, I'm pretty close with already. I think. I do need just more family time. I mean, I've had a lot of family time, during the pandemic for the last year, but now I want more family time where we actually do something together outside the house. I want to take them on some trips, make some memories. So, yeah. Do you miss someone at the moment? Several. I have a lot of people I haven't seen for a while due to the pandemic. I got some friends who moved away. So yeah, I think everybody misses someone. So tell us about an early childhood memory. So I tried to think about this one. An early childhood memory that I have was probably causing trouble. I can remember one of the earliest things I think I can remember, and it's so stupid, was squirting a squirt gun into my sister's record player underneath the deck and pretty much destroying it. I don't know why that came to be, but that's one of the earliest things I can remember. I can also remember back to maybe the age of 3 or 4, learning how to swim. I can remember that because I learned how to swim at a Holiday Inn, if I remember right, in the swimming pool. So, let's see. What is the strangest thing you have eaten? So I have eaten squid, which I think is not too strange. Ostrich burger. Probably not a whole lot of strange stuff. A lot of bad stuff, sure. Look at me. That's why I'm on my diet. But yeah, probably not a lot of strange stuff. So maybe, I guess squid would be the strangest thing for me. What can you see outside your bedroom window? So outside of our bedroom window is the back driveway, the mailbox, our woods edge, our huge 130 or 40-year-old oak tree that's on the corner of our property. You can see that from there. Big tree. What are you most thankful for? Got to be my family, and the fact that my family is doing so well. My son's about to graduate. My daughters are healthy. We're healthy. No one got sick in the last year. Everybody's safe and sound. I still have a job. Did not experience any of the financial problems that a lot of people did during this whole mess. So just very thankful that we're here and we're pretty secure and everybody's healthy. 22. Do you like spicy food? So from time to time, and it kind of depends on the spice, like going and getting curry or something like that, probably not. Now maybe some hot wings here and there, or hot sauce on tacos, stuff like that, definitely. But I gotta kind of be in the mood for it. I don't want to go and just light myself up all the time, so it's not very often. Have you ever met anyone famous? Number 23. A few. So we go to our conventions, and it's probably your definition of famous. A lot of times at the conventions, I'm meeting B-movie actors, probably people who are not huge names, but some of the biggest ones I would say would have to be, just looking around the room, Bruce Campbell, William Shatner, Elvira, Ron Perlman, Michael Biehn, let's see, who else? Roddy Piper. Sometime I want to do a video of all of my autographs and pictures of the people I've met at these cons. Hope to do that soon. 24. Do you keep a diary or journal? These videos, that's what I kind of thought this whole channel would be, was a way for me to document my collection. And now I think the one that's probably closest to a journal is like our weekly cheat meal mukbang. I'm enjoying those. We're always trying to figure out where we're going to eat next for it. Do you prefer to use pen or a pencil? Pen. Big on the pen, and it's got to be a black pen. Refer to number 1. What is your star sign? So I assume that means zodiac. Pisces. Again, I like water. Do you like your cereal crunchy or soggy? Yes and no. Something like Frosted Flakes, I'll pour the milk on, start eating it right away. Want them to be crunchy. Captain Crunch, I let them sit for a little while so that I do not destroy the lining of my mouth, but I love Captain Crunch. 28. What do you want your legacy to be? I think I want my legacy to be that I tried to help people. I tried to make people happy. And that I just did the best I could to make everyone happy around me and to help people. Here's my big one. 29. Do you like reading? What was the last thing that you read? So I do like reading. I have not read much for a while, and I don't know. Yeah, there it is. The Living Dead back there. I got to read like 2 chapters of it and haven't got back to it. So that's probably the last thing that I've partially read. So keep losing my place. How do you show someone you love them? Number 30. Definitely through actions. I think you can say I love you all day, and it doesn't get it across like actions. And one of those big actions is just being there for somebody, listening to them. I try to be a good listener, and just giving someone your time, I think, is the best way to show it. Let's see. 31. Do you like ice in your drinks? Depends on the drink. Root beer? No. Don't want ice in my root beer. Like it very cold, though. Most other sodas? Yeah, gonna want some ice, probably. 32. What are you afraid of? That's a good question. That's one that makes you really wonder, what am I afraid of? I think I am afraid of wasting time. So that's the thing. How do you define wasting time? One thing I've done lately is when I'm done working, I'm tired, and I maybe sit for a little while and not go and do something. And I feel like I need to be moving. I feel like I need to keep rolling. I guess the rolling stone and the moss. And whether that time is spent watching a movie, spending some time with the family, working in my barn, whatever, as long as it's something I enjoy. So I think now I'm afraid of just losing time. I'm in my 40s. Could be, was it Louis C.K. said, in your 40s, you're either halfway through a decent lengthy life or you're 90% of the way through a bad one. And you never know. You don't know what's going to happen next. So, yeah, just lost time where I'm either not having a good time or not helping someone else have a good time. Let's see. What is your favorite scent? So there's a few. I always like the scent of vanilla. I like campfires. That would be another big one. And then since I think I work in my shop a lot, there's a smell to sawdust. There's a smell to gas and oil. Just the smell of, I think the smell of my shop is a big one. Do you address older people by their first or last name? Kind of depends. Were they an authority figure to me to begin with? If not, probably not. Generally call people by their first names. But to this day, the man who was my principal when I was in high school lives down the road from me. To this day, I still call him Mr. So, yeah, I think I will always do that with teachers. It's just what you're used to. I do refer to the kids' teachers as Mr. and Mrs. whatever. So, yeah, kind of depends. 35. If money was not a factor, how would you live your life? I think if money was not a factor, what all would you do? I want to travel more. I don't know about international travel for sure, but definitely just around the country more. Do more things, go see more things. I'd probably be more extravagant in my collectibles. And one thing for sure, help other people, help my family, help my friends. So I guess kind of a traveling, what's the word? Philanthropist? Is that the word? Go around and help people? I may have that word all wrong. I'm not sure. A lot of good paying attention in high school English did me. So yeah, travel a lot, help everyone I can. 36. Do you prefer swimming in pools or in the ocean? Again, depends. We've gone to the ocean, but I always like to pick a hotel with a pool and a hot tub. Hot tub is a must. I like hot tubs better than I like pools even. But it's two different feels, you know. But the ocean is fun. So if I just want to float and relax, pool. If I want to jump, hit waves, ocean. Like going to Florida. Going to the Gulf side of Florida is worthless to me. I don't want to go over there. It looks like a big pond. I want to be on the Atlantic side where there's some waves to jump in. What is one thing you would want to teach your children? So actually, I got off by a couple, but we'll do this one now. I'll go back. So what's one thing you want to teach your children? Be nice, be kind, help each other. Always try to look at what the other person is going through, what's driving their behavior and their decision, because it may be something deeper than you're aware of, and you might be able to help them through it. And also work hard. A lot of what got me success in my life was luck. I'm not going to act like it wasn't. Been very lucky. But then luck doesn't do much good to me unless you have hard work to follow it up with. Some people fall ass backwards into luck. So much luck that they don't have to work hard. But I think most people, it's the combination, luck and hard work. So do the hard work. Hopefully the luck comes, I think is what I'd try to teach them. Then to back up to the ones I missed. What would you do if you found $50 on the ground? So if I found it in a crowded area, probably try to find who it belongs to. If I'm the only one around and there's no way to figure out who it belongs to, it's mine. Done that before, actually. Found 20 or 25 bucks laying around here and there. I know when I used to work at Walmart, and there was a policy that, like, I found money in the parking lot, and the policy was turn it into the office, and it sat for like 30 days, and if it was not claimed, the store took it. Well, screw that. I didn't want the store to get it. I kept it. But I haven't worked at Walmart for over 20 years, so let them try to fire me for that. Have you ever seen a shooting star, and did you make a wish? Yes and yes. If you had a tattoo, what would it be and where would you get it? So I've never had a tattoo. I've considered it. But I've always thought that I wanted a big tarantula, like right there on my shoulder. Just never done it. So I like spiders. I've always liked spiders. Used to have a pet spider, actually, pet tarantula. So 41, what can you hear right now? Well, I hear the hum of my laptop. I hear a bird squawking outside. I hear highway noise, and I hear my girls in the next room making some racket. Um, 42. Where do you feel the safest? At home. Um, at home, even though, yeah, the highway's right there, we're still kind of secluded. No one gets close to us here without, it being intentional. You got to come down a long driveway to get to us, and um, home or in my shop, on my property, I guess, is where I feel most safe and secure. Um, 43. What is one thing you want to overcome or conquer? So, probably I mentioned earlier being a little bit wishy washy. That would be one. Trying to make a decision quicker. And then probably just a general lack. And this might surprise some people. It may not surprise a few. But kind of a general overall lack of confidence. I'm always usually second guessing myself. And I think in the end, a lot of times what I do does end up being the right decision. But there's a lot of turmoil that comes to getting there. Just kind of a personal thing. Been working on it for years, actually. So, 44. If you could travel back to any era, which would you choose? This was something that we talked about on Discord a while back. I thought I would go back to the late 60s. And the reason I'd go back to the late 60s was the music was good, the cars looked better, and I'd just like to see that era. What is your most used emoji? Definitely gotta be the LOL emoji, the little crying smiley face. What is your favorite season and why? Definitely fall. So fall, it's the change in the weather, it's sweatshirt weather, it's campfires, it's changing leaves, it's Halloween. We were married in October. Our kids were all born in October, so October-ish, the fall is just a big kind of month-long celebration for us. There's always something to do or be happy about in the October-fall time frame. 47. How would you spend your ideal day? I think I'd sleep in and feel rested. Don't do that much these days. And then probably just go around, see a few things, do a few things, and just have a good time. Whether I'm out shopping, or we go to a park, or we go on a trip somewhere, just being with my family, getting out and about and having a good time. Getting some good food. Yeah, I'm pretty simple to please in that regard. Describe yourself using one word. I don't know. Nice. I think I'm nice. I try to be nice. Uh, yeah, that'd be about it. 49. What do you regret the most? So, I think I tried to give this one some thought, and I think what I regret the most, and there's a few different instances of it. I don't know if I'll ever fix it, but I would say I regret any time I've ever been intentionally mean to anybody. Any time that I've, when you're kids and you make fun of each other. Just stuff like that. Any time that I've berated someone, any time that I've made someone feel bad when I probably didn't need to, or when I definitely didn't need to, I regret that because I've been on the receiving end of it too, and it's no fun. And then invent your own word, and what does it mean? So I have no idea. I tried to come up with a few words. Most of them seem to go back and be inspired by like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Words like hoopy or fruity. So I don't know. I don't think I can answer number 50. Not too much into gibberish. I can make up all kinds of new curse words, string a few together. In fact, did that last night. My neck hurts like hell because I almost fell off of a ladder trying to put sawhorses on the wall. I think I made up a few new words there. But anyway, that's it. I think this is like a 30-minute video now, so sorry to drone on for so long, but that was a lot of questions. So yeah, feel free to jump in on it if you want. I thought it would be fun. That's it for me. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.